Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to make these blue zen-y kind of nails. So the kind of inspiration that's come from this design today, I've got this stamping plate and it's very kind of zen, meditation and all that kind of stuff, but I wasn't quite feeling the meditation side of things, so I was trying to pick out the different images from there that's kind of given zen, and I for some reason thought zen just reminds me of blue, so we've got a blue set. This is the mandala plate here from Moya London. That's the one that we're going to use later on. We are only picking up literally 2 images from there, so if you don't have this plate you can absolutely replace it with anything else or just use some stickers instead. So I showed you guys the gel polishes that we're going to use today. A lot of them, if not all of them, are from Madam Glam, my absolute faves. And we've got different shades of blue, since we've got a very bluey set today. And I always like to pick out a nudie shade to go with it. Sometimes I go for like a bit more of a brownie one, more like a food coma. Sometimes I go for more of like a beigey one. I think it's a bit more like that today. So that's, I can't remember what it said at the beginning of the video. I'm going to go for, it's ballerina maybe? Or moonchild. Both I think quite nice. And then we've got 3 different shades of blue. We've got a dark, middle and a very, very light one. And we are ombreing that one on one of the nails. We've got 2 nails that are going to be the nude shade. We've got 1 nail that's going to be the middle shade of blue, and then we're going to do a marble, which is what we're doing here right now. And if you're new to the channel, you're probably looking at that thinking, what is she doing? It's looking horrendous, but it's one of those, trust the process. So I always start out with the lightest shade and I basically make a massive blob on my nail. Then I go in with the next colour up basically, so the slightly darker one, and I just go to town. Like I'm just having a good time, swirling my brush around. Sometimes I go too mad, sometimes I don't go enough, sometimes I'm super happy. It's kind of nice because you're just fully in control, like you're just having a blast really. So last colour that I'm going to go in with is the darkest shade of blue. And with that one, you want to be the kind of it's the colour you want to put the least in. You'll notice that once you put a big blob, like it just stands out so much. So it's better to go less and then just add it where it needs it, rather than going like too heavy-handed with it and then having a bit of a freak out with what you're going to do with it. That will then go into Glam for a cure. All the rest are curing as well. In the meantime, we do have a sugared nail. So it's this blue nail. I've got a glitter that's similar with our colours that we're using today. So I'm applying another layer of the blue and then sprinkling on the fine glitter on top. And then I'm going to pop that into the lamp for a cure. Once it's out, I do give it a nice brush through just to get rid of any excess that didn't, get cured into place. Now we're going to outline a French tip on one of those nude nails, and it's only outlining because we're going to do basically like a marbled French tip look. So I'm using the lighter shade of blue to do the smile line. Then again, we're going to basically just repeat what we did with the full marble nail, but just only on the bottom part, just like the French tip part of this nail. Here I'm just trying to perfect the smile line as much as I can, and then it's time to go ham. You do want to just be careful around the smile line when you're doing the, brush squiggly lines. Just so, I know I'm just so crazy sometimes, like I just don't think sometimes, so like my brush will go into places where I didn't want it to go. So those are the kind of nails you want to be a bit more careful, a bit more patient, and just kind of take your time, because nothing worse than going over the line and then having to do the whole cleanup, and it's just not worth the hassle and the pain that it will bring. So just be a bit careful around there. And then in the moment, I'll go in with the darker shade as well. And then again, that will go into the lamp for a cure. Another way to do an a marble, if you don't like this method or you tried it's just not for you, it's just getting yourself either a base coat, but ideally a blooming gel, and just kind of swirling the colours on the plate, or just anything you've got to hand, and then scooping it up and just kind of floating it on top of the blooming gel. It'll create a really nice bloom with the marble, and it just looks really nice as well. So try different techniques if you're still kind of trying to figure it all out with one, which one you're kind of most happy with, I guess. So this is the very short little fragment of today's video where we're stamping. So we've got this, I'm not very good with images and describing, but there's this lovely little face there, and I really wanted to stamp it down. I don't think I've used it before. I did use this plate before on my channel, more of like a meditation vibe, but I don't think I used the actual image there. So I wanted it on the ombre nail. And then it has these like flowers, so I thought that would be really cute too on the French tip kind of looking nail, but only on the nude part. And here with a lint-free wipe and some acetone, I'm just cleaning it up, just any areas I didn't want it on. Now at this stage we are matte top coating. Everything else that's going to happen today is now going to be through crystals. And honestly, I love crystals when it comes to designs. I'm not a massive lover on actually wearing the crystals. I know, which is so crazy. I do try, and I feel like it's kind of one of those you just have to get used to, but the crystals, honestly, it's like jewelry on nails. You notice how before the crystals it was so boring and not eye-catching, but the moment you add all these crystals, it just the whole set blings. It's just so beautiful. So on this French tip nail, I'm going to place just a couple crystals actually, not too many actually. This one's going to have the least, and just some caviar beads in between as well. We can't forget those. And we do have only 3 nails that are going to have crystals, and each 3 of those nails is going to have caviar beads included. I just thought, since I'm going to go full on with the jewelry on these nails, should we say, I also wanted to include the caviar beads. I feel like every time I add them, they kind of make the crystals look nicer, more like put together, kind of more expensive. Like the nails look expensive, you know? So that'll go and stand for a cure. That's all we're doing on that one. Then on the nude nail, we're going to do a whole crystal placement, but it's my usual where you just kind of place the crystals down the center of the nail and then do 2 little branches, one on either side of any crystal you feel like would work, and do almost like a necklace look. I like to call them like a necklace kind of thing. And whilst that one's curing though, we are going to be efficient here, and we're going to do the ombre nail. And for that one at the top, I'm doing 3 AB crystals, just 1 large one and another 2 on the sides where it's slightly smaller. And then again, caviar beads are going in between. The rhinestone glue gel that I'm using today is from Macart. I always use it and it's amazing. I love it. The rhinestones and the crystals and the caviar beads, they're basically all from Shein, my go-to place. So that's where I get all of those. Same with those triangular little containers that I'm using as well. That's also from Shein. Right, so we're back onto this nail. So this is where we're at now. And you can see it's nothing too crazy just yet, but the moment you add all the the caviar beads, which I am basically prepping for right now, I always like to place the rhinestone glue gel down first to where I want it, and then I go in and just start popping them all in. But the moment you add them, it honestly just elevates it. I love it. It does take some time though. Sometimes when you're maybe short on time, it may not be your first choice to do, but yeah. When you've got time and you're just playing around in your nail art room and just want to create some art and just play about with things that you've got going on, then this is a really, really nice thing to try out and just kind of, upgrade your little crystal placement. So this is what it's looking at like right now. That will go into Glam for a cure before we do the final little like necklace vibe that I was talking about. Then for this one, there's this very sharp, obviously, cut to the stamping. So I needed to cover that up. I thought about different options, whether I'm going to do some glitter or crystals as well. I opted for the crystals since, again, we're doing this bling set. And I'm just going to basically cover up that little triangular corner bottom part of that nail with rhinestones. So I'm trying to have like a method to it. So I'm kind of using larger ones at the top there, creating that curve, and then trying to go down in sizes. Any areas that I might have not had the right kind of sized crystal, I did place some caviar beads in between, like any of the holes, just to cover it up, add extra bit of bling there, and just not have any holes there. Pretty like here, for example, those 2 crystals, I was considering removing them, but I didn't really have any other sizes. The other ones I had were too large, so I just have to make do and just pop some caviar beads in between there. And I am also going to place some caviar beads on that arch that we've created with the crystals, rhinestone crystals too, which I am about to do now. There we go. Here go the caviar beads. So that'll go and stand for a cure. Then we're going to hop back again to the nude nail that we're going to do those arches on. Can't remember if I show you the full process. I might have a quite sped up the footage today. Trust me, this usually takes me forever. But since there's so much, usually I kind of like to cut it short with the own, because it's just quite repetitive and you can kind of gauge what I'm doing. But today's video is kind of like a lot of the design is the crystals, like it really changes everything here. So I wanted to include as much footage of that as I can for you guys. So that one's almost done. I'm gonna neaten it up where I need to, and off that's gone for the lamp. Right, last step now is those arches. So I kind of, depending on where I've placed everything, I just pick a crystal that I want to do the arch from. So for this case, it's that AB crystal there, but just like above it, not below it. And I'm putting the rhinestone glue gel down, creating basically a line where I'm going to be placing the cover beads, and then just following it up with the cover beads. Once they are all placed, I then use any tool. You can use the brush that you've got going on right now, for example, but that one has rhinestone glue gel on it already and it's sticky and it may not be the best, but I often like to use anything else, often even like a cuticle pusher. I quite like to use that to kind of arch the beads where you want them to go. You don't want it wonky, you want it either really straight or nicely curved, just create that little like necklace look. And then that'll be the very, very last step of today's video. That will go into the lamp for a cure. If you're going to do this on a client, I'd advise that you put all the crystals down first, then top coat. But obviously no one's wearing these today. This is just for inspo and some creative ideas and stuff for you all. So no one's wearing these, so I don't have to worry about that. And you know, I can kind of skip some corners when I do these kind of videos. But for retention, I would use a top coat after. But here is the final result. I hope you guys liked it. If you did, please don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. And I would love to see you all in my next video. Bye guys.